But that implies a suit, right? And then the suit would actually hold them back.
Absolutely, yeah.
Are we
I
still
think-
going on about cavemen
Yes,
versus astronauts?
cavemen versus astronauts and astronauts.
Yeah, what else?
Yeah,
Pokemon
caveman
versus
time.
lion debate is
Yeah,
more
but how did you
interesting.
come
But
to this
Oh, thank God!
conversation?
Thank God, Syriinx is here. Syriinx, save
Yeah,
us,
Syriinx,
please.
enlighten us.
yeah, this will determine the rest of my interactions with you. as a
Astronauts
friend.
Why are you only talking about astronaut versus caveman and not astronaut versus caveman and versus pirate?
Okay,
No,
well,
no, no.
pirate wins that.
Pirates.
Pirate
no, they
is
wouldn't.
willing to do
Obviously.
anything to
It's
win.
2 astronauts
Yeah.
versus
No.
one caveman.
Pirates are just a water caveman.
Pirates are not water cavemen.
Dude, pirates. That motherfucker shows up to the land, has a peg leg and scurvy. Do you think he can win?
Yes,
Whoa, whoa,
We're not taking the
That's
weak
a
pirate.
stereotype.
that's
What are you
yeah.
talking
stereotypical
about?
pirate.
Not every pirate
No,
has had
pirates,
his leg.
Are you talking
It's
about the
not like-
modern day Somalian pirates that like?
Modern day Somalian pirates would fuck up the old pirate, the caveman, and the astronaut just on his own.
Look, dude, if they had a 1-to-1 fist combat, the caveman could destroy any of these.
I would say the pirate has a bit more chance there.
The caveman could break the
Pirates weren't that physically strong. They depended on fear as their tactic.
Okay.
Yes.
Silence
Yes.
and fear.
Also,
They
very
weren't
important
actually
question.
effective in fights.
Pirates overdid brutality because they suck at combat. Cavemen overdid brutality because they were that cool.
Hello,
Yeah,
everyone,
yeah,
and
it's like,
welcome
what
to
kind
the
of caveman
Old
are we
City, the very serious, very focused show where we keep real serious focus here on the story of Nothing House. No
Where
deviation.
we do not talk about caveman.
Yeah,
Also-
but how did you go to that conversation?
Side note: I am alive. No more cancer. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Congrats, mate.
awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
Terrific news.
Very, very good news to hear. I'm at basic human health
Yeah.
levels, which is pretty cool. How are people? How are,
lose to
are
a
people
caveman,
in a relatively okay state to begin game, or not so much?
Absolutely.
So,
Perfect.
Yeah.
okay. Right. Well, then we will begin with. Would you like to give me a monologue, please, Jasmine?
Oh, damn! I was not prepared.
No, obviously not. That's why.
Didn't you already?
Let me
plan
think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think of something real quick. Where we are at and stuff. Hold on. I've got this.
I never allowed thinking time.
Yeah. God. Right. Voice over monologue. We go to, let's say, we go over to the King's Oath pub where Jasmine is currently taking stock, just checking how much she's gonna need to order. The beer went well as expected, but mostly sales seem to be down. And as we go to her, we hear her inner thoughts. So things got quite hairy back at the bridge. Lots of blaming going around. Seems like Elizabeth is very keen on asking few too many questions about me and about my motives. But, well, I mean, I haven't seen them for a day, so who knows what they're up to. Personally, I'd like to just get to the bottom of this whole murder case and figure out what is up with that rather handsome looking person that one moment that Mr. Piper. We'll have to figure out what, but that also means I'm going to have to talk with the others about how we're going to go over this. So I should give them a call.
Okay.
And yeah, that is what Jasmine is going to do. As she finishes up stock count, she's going to call. Let's see. She's going to call Dante.
Okay. So, it is a
I'd like a
rather.
clarification on something though.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do montages before.
We are doing
Jumping into
montages,
things.
but not just yet. So,
Yeah.
the day is still the same day. At this point, you guys, the rest of the group is at the at the graveyard. And you guys have spent the day exploring around the graveyard, searching for Amy Northwall's tombstone and her grave, and rather unsuccessfully. However, you found yourself in a secluded point in the graveyard and raised a drink to Amy, and drank there. As we cut to that, the phone in Dante's pocket rings.
Yeah, Dante looks up, looks at the other two, says, Jasmine. Puts it to his ear, says, yeah.
Hey, Dante, the others with you?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking of going back to the Wicker Hound tomorrow night. I'm running the pub today. Gotta keep that running. So I won't be available to do anything today. But what about tomorrow? Any of you
Tomorrow
got any
sounds
plans?
good. I think we should chat with the band.
Right. Yeah. Also, just thought of something. Forgot to mention this to all of you. But
Wait a minute. I'll put you on loudspeaker.
are there any others around? Or is it just
Introduce
three of you?
yourself.
Elizabeth and Ned are there, but Isadora is not.
So wait, what's this about tomorrow?
Right. So I'm going to the Wicker Hound tomorrow night. Running the pub today, so I won't be available. Yeah. I thought of something. I forgot to mention it yesterday with the whole jumper situation. But yeah, I had a talk with the bartender, not Lucia. It's the fiery eyed one, and turns out that the situation wasn't caught by one of the taste junkies. It didn't seem like our suspect was mad with the whole, well, those rat seed thingies. But instead it seemed like it was perhaps caused by Alex Piper, one of the musicians. He
Oh, really?
sat. Yeah, right. So when Daniel was killing his girlfriend, this Mixer Piper said he was sorry, and Daniel shouted out that his girlfriend had betrayed him, and yeah, it seemed like he had something to do with all this, and not the taste junkies.
Right. Listen, the invitation you gave to James for your pub is
Yeah.
today, isn't it?
Well, it's not necessarily today. I just asked him to come over
Right.
sometime soon.
Would have been nice to talk to someone who knows the situation and they're better before marching in.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like we can handle it.
Yeah.
Hey, so I don't want to be difficult in here, but you do realize that for the past few nights we've been doing all of this stuff, and that's no problem with that. But I think if I leave house for another night, my wife will kill me. Probably
Right.
not really, but
So we'll go on
Maybe-
today.
yeah, sure.
Wait, today?
No,
midday.
midday.
Oh, midday. I mean, possibly. I don't know if the Wicker Hound does, well, day stuff. You know, I don't know if it gets
Well,
this
how
crazy
about
yet.
Monday evening then? We just
How
have
about we
a
catch them while they're still
holiday.
setting up?
Possibly. Sure. That's possible. Just be civil about it, all right?
We'll see.
No, we won't see. It's just be civil about it. That's an easy thing to promise, right?
Why do I have to promise it? When have I not been civil?
Fair. I mean, you're not Halford, so
I will defend myself in the most civil manner possible.
right. Please don't turn anyone to court.
No problem.
Okay.
All right, I've got a shipment coming in, so I gotta go now.
Okay. You hang up the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is a rather overcast, but with Ullmanoch's weather, it's actually not bad of a day. Little bits of God rays peeking through the cloud of duvet of clouds that are covering the sun. So, at this point, your only engagement is Monday evening. It is now Saturday. What do you do with the rest of Saturday and all of Sunday? It's montage time.
Hell yeah.
Try to get my wife not to hate me anymore.
We've got a montage.
It's just like it's just action music to like marriage counseling.
Oh, I'd love.
It's just like it's superhero action music. They're just both sitting up.
Elizabeth is meeting with the counselor. Elizabeth.
That's not action music.
Hey, we're married.
Can she save her marriage? No, she
Who
can't.
do you want to go
sorry.
first? Point at someone.
It's often fucking nice.
Okay, who wants to go
Everyone
first?
shout.
Montage time.
Isadora, you want to do the montage for everything you've done in the past sessions?
So, Isadora,
Now I need to
actually,
figure out what
we need to
my
cut. We need to cut.
stupidity.
I need to catch first. I need to catch you up, Elizabeth, and then we need to cut to you. So, the last time you left off, the group had been in the Wicker Hound, and they had just left the Wicker Hound after discovering some information, and then they headed about on their way. As Elizabeth was heading home, you got a call from her saying she was in trouble, at which point Jasmine turned into an orb and rushed to where she was, and you were left to run. And run you did. You ran the whole way to where the conflict was and arrived just as it was finishing. Just in time to see that the tasty boys that were there had thrown themselves into the river one by one as a statement to your group, as an insult, pretty much. It was past... Yeah, it was past that point that you guys basically agreed that you were going to meet up at some point and figure this out. In the meantime, that you have basically free reign to do what you will.
Okay. Wait, but there were 2 sessions.
There were 2 sessions, so I'm condensing a lot. Basically, you do see that Ned is still alive. He is heavily beaten up. His nose is broken. You do also find out that the Wicker Hound itself seems to be a haven for people like you. An assortment of them. Almost a gathering of similar people to you. And you kind of got the feeling that this is a place where they are safe and allowed to be who they are, who they really are. Apart from that, not much else really happened that you were privy to.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to watch the rest of the sessions to catch up with for the actual details. I'm afraid.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Well, if no one else is gonna go, I would like to.
Are we starting with the downtime, or are we first starting with Isadora's downtime?
Right.
We can do Isadora. We'll start with Isadora's quickly. Isadora, what are you gonna do with your downtime?
So okay. I kind of forgot how the entire game works for a tiny bit. So how about someone else does that first?
Okay, right. Well, we'll jump to. Would you like to go first then, Jasmine?
Yes, that's
Almost
right.
said Jessica again.
So
Again.
I would like.
Fuck.
I would like to. Wait one moment. Yeah, found it. Okay. I would like to explore my mythos. To be precise, the follow the lights mythos, as I work my evening shift and people start coming into the pub after their long day. I talk with them, I listen to them, I feed on them, but most importantly, I reflect on all of this because past few days I've been kind of reckless. People have seen me guide people to their doom, have been starting to ask questions. And I would like to figure out if there is more to this whole thing than luring people to their doom as part of my mystery.
Okay.
So, yeah.
You spend the rest of Saturday and Sunday tending your bar as normal. The same regulars coming in, day out. Their conversation's the same. They talk about the things that make them sad, the fact that their kids never come home anymore, the fact that they don't understand how to work the Zoom calls, and it's all getting a little bit confusing to them. And as you do, you feed off their stress and their confusion. You feed off this, and they ease a bit. Then later in the day, on Sunday, you come across a man who is not sad, though when you speak to him, he's lost everything. It's all tumbled around him. His world is cascading into a chaos of uncertainty, but he's not sad. And this baffles you as you're unable to leech off and unable to take anything from him. He's content and unperturbed by the swayings of life. And when he leaves, you are left slightly questioning what it means to be what you are. You gain your attention on your theme.
And I do believe that there was also something. You also get. I would also gain a clue, right?
You also gain a clue to the question specifically.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, give me the wording of the question to make sure I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, the wording of the question is: is there more to this than luring people to their doom?
Okay. You get the feeling that over the time of your effect and what you have done, you feel like you are helping in some way, but also possibly maybe being a bit selfish with it too as well. You are uncertain.
All right.
Okay.
And that is my weekend.
Can I go next?
You can.
Okay, I imagine that Ned's entire weekend kind of pretty much consists of him having long and arduous business calls. He's both getting and giving earfuls to many executives. And it's just a very long business-oriented weekend. But at the end of it all, I imagine him going through an entire spa treatment, like the whole 9 steps of it, and the entire time he just has a phone in his hand talking about TV stuff. And he's getting like a back massage with like the lava stones, and just as his face is down underneath it, he's FaceTiming like whatever executives he needs.
Your face is being projected in the sort of the square thing, pushing against you across a board meeting somewhere in LA. Like, Mr. Halford, we understand you're having some trouble with the new show, but we're doing everything we can here. And you're just there, face squished up against the thing as you continue to berate them. What are you going to use this for?
I want to recover all burn tags if I can.
So, I'll let you recover 1 burn tag.
What? Dude. Okay. I'm
Actually,
gonna.
what tags are you trying to unburn? So tell me what tags they are, and if they're appropriate to what you're doing, I'll let you unburn those ones.
Well, I feel since it works like that, I feel like shamelessness would be good.
Shamelessness definitely is unburned.
And I would like the gold touch back.
I think this injection back into the wealth and glamour of the corporate world is definitely gonna give you back your gold touch, and you are no longer sickened to your core.
Yeah, and instantaneous. Just how much can I do? How many?
I'm gonna hold back on instantaneous, just for now.
Okay. Surrounded by wealth.
Yes, you get that bottom
Okay,
back.
thank you. And self-affecting.
Self-affecting.
I have no arguments for these. I just want them back.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to give me an argument for self-affecting.
Okay. He kind of has done nothing but focus on himself the entire weekend.
I'll leave that one for the moment. I'll come back to that because I'm not sure about that one.
That's the next one on my list, but yeah, it doesn't have to. No worries.
Manage after some good time recuperation and getting back into the Ned zone. You do manage to regain what you did, though.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Elizabeth, what are you doing with your weekend?
I think I'll the biggest surprise ever. I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna stay home. So after the whole thing in the graveyard, head back, wait patiently until Allison is back with her parents. Have that drink, build back up that relationship, rest up because I am tired, really tired. So yeah, doing all of that, and that would be basically recover from your last activity.
Okay, right. You recover from your last activity. You go to dinner with Miranda and Miranda. Why am I not Miranda? Allison. God damn it. You go back. God, my brain today. Sorry, guys. You go to dinner with Allison and her parents, and it's good. It's a little bit awkward. You can tell that she's been talking to them, and yeah, they've possibly been saying some things, but it's okay. And it's after you ease through it, it gets past the initial thing. You get the feeling that the dad really approves of you, but the mother is a little bit on the edge at that point.
It's the fact that I'm an art teacher. I get it. I get it.
And you need to get a job. It's not a real job. You ain't got no prospects. But it gets past. The rest of the weekend is spent in pretty much relaxation. You guys rent a movie.
We play Pictionary.
You play Pictionary. It goes well. You lose quite badly, but it's because they just don't get the conceptual side of your art. And the rest of your evening passes. The rest of your weekend passes pretty well. The sort of the normalness of it relaxing you extremely well. Dante, what are you doing with your weekend?
Okay, on the way home from the cemetery, Dante's probably going to be still haunted by the images of the jumpers. Just replaying in his mind how 5 people in front of his eyes jumped down a bridge over and over, and even down to remembering the smell of the puddle in which the one that he tried to save was attempting to drown himself. I'm going to give attention to my defining event, and the thing that the pie chart said to Dante had kind of stuck in his mind and festered. And he decides that instead of being passive and letting Celia take care of everything, he's going to go home, do some preparation, gather a goodie bag of a few things that he needs, go buy coffee and go knock on Celia's door again, or rather, buzz on her door again.
Right. You go buzz on her door, and you find she lets you in. You see she's having a rather quiet day as well, with Cassius, who is sort of leant by the window with the window open, smoking out the window when you arrive. Yeah. Do you talk with her about anything specific?
Yeah, Dante, upon coming in, will say, sorry about the frequency in a single day. I had an idea. He hands coffees to her and Cassius.
All
and
right,
says,
go on. What idea is this?
you said that the thing that affects this young man,
Yeah.
it's special. We can't devise a solution, an anti-serum or anything. I
Well,
started thinking about that, and you also said they're receiving orders, which means either we find who's giving them orders and ask them how to deal with it, or we skip that phase. Look, Celia, I want to find out who he is.
do you like
Return
getting
him to his
yourself
loved
into?
one.
Do you like getting yourself into dangerous situations? Is that it? Because it seems to me quite now like you're looking for danger.
Maybe. But I think I'm already in the situation, and not facing it would be lying to myself.
All right. I can't bemoan someone just trying to help. If
I
you
want to
can do
find out who
that,
he is. Return him to his family. There must be someone out there caring about this person.
she looks over and the man is now he's slumped in the chair, still chained there, just sort of breathing quietly. She's like, I tried to feed him. Wouldn't take a bite. Nothing. And I mean, even used cranberry. He won't eat it. Cranberry, pomegranate, everything, nothing. Just won't eat it. Nothing.
Intravenously?
It's all I'm trying to do at the moment, but it's not exactly the best way.
All I'm saying, it shouldn't be just your headache. He must have some people. And I'm going to find them.
I don't think they have any people. I think they go for the
Then
people
they don't.
with no people. Or they... I don't know.
Well, I'd still like to find out one way or another, if you don't mind.
All right. Listen, if you get yourself killed in this, I'm not taking any responsibility for that, and I'm not patching you
It
up
ain't
if
on
you
you,
come back
Doc.
to me.
Look,
All right.
I should have been. Never mind. He doesn't. He's tempted to mention a few things about Neela getting killed multiple times in the past 3 years, but doesn't mention it. Goes over to the guy, talks to him, tries to talk to him the best he can, like, "Hey mate, good to see you again. What's your name?" etc. While he's doing that, he had bought some printer powder. He's using it to take his fingerprints. He's photographing his face.
Okay.
He's looking over his pockets, trying to see if there's any information in, anything at all. He's looking over his teeth, tries very clumsily to take a cast of his
Give
teeth as well.
me an investigation check whilst you do this, please.
I think, because this is a montage, you should take away, like, my flashback.
That's a good
For the
idea.
session.
Yeah. Okay, that's a really good
'Cause
idea.
yeah,
So
I'm
your
getting way
flashback's
too
gone.
much.
You're getting
Yeah.
too much from this. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take away your flashback, and then how about you jump? I know. Or yeah. Let's just do it now. You take away your flashback, but you get to do the investigation now.
Yeah. And what do I? Yeah, it doesn't miss a detail.
Definitely.
Logical analysis. Would you think that would apply to how Dante approached this?
Definitely. Logical analysis, definitely.
He's also going to search for his fingerprints and his face in the police databases later.
Okay.
All right. Rolling investigate and 10.
Right. Okay. What clues would you like to know?
What clues would I like to know? Haha, lovely. Do I, later on in the day after I return from Celia's with all the evidence, find anything? Well, first of all, I don't think there's a clue, but I assume he doesn't say anything much. Dante's just
He
giving
says
conversation.
absolutely nothing. You ask him his name, and he goes, taste. You ask him
Okay.
his favorite color, he goes, taste.
Do the fingerprints give any match in the police database?
You put the fingerprints into the police database, and you get a very minor match with a man by the name of Jasper Higgins, who committed a very small shoplifting offense almost 3 or 4 years ago.
Does his face look like the man's face?
Does look like the man's face, yeah.
All right. Second clue, I would like to search social media for Jasper Hagen, find out if he has friends, family, anything. Is there anything about his family in the police file?
So in the police file, it states a mother who gives her name as Lily, but she does not seem to have. There's no more information on her other than she seemed to have bailed him out and got him out. Apart from that, you scour the internet for all of the social media. There is a social media account on Facebook that is very old. The last post is 5 years old at most, and it's something along the lines of "fuck all you guys, you fucking never gave me the time of day," and then it just like it has like a thing of like a just a gif of like a cat giving the middle finger.
Yeah.
And then that's
May I
it.
bank my third one if you don't mind?
Okay.
Bank my third clue for later. I'll remember the method.
Okay. Isadora, what do you do with your weekend?
Okay, so I'm gonna assume 100% of everything that all the time is a confusing term. All existence during the weekend is spent at that the I forgot the name of that dance club, was
The
it?
Wicker Hound. The Wicker Hound. You just
Yes,
spend your time at the Wicker Hound? Okay.
that's the center of existence
Okay.
for Isadora over the weekend. Yes.
Do you engage with the frivolities there?
I do not know what that word
Do
means.
you get drunk?
I assume somewhat slightly, yes.
You go back there for Saturday and Sunday night. I know you spend as much time there as possible.
Yes.
Right.
Very
So,
enthusiastically.
do you want to spend your flashback to also get the investigation here, or do you want to just use this as your rest time?
This is to give attention to the logo's pure tenacity, because when you're a person like Isadora at any place of gathering, you're gonna be pretty tenacious with the way you're talking to people.
Okay. You talk to a
So
lot of people there,
yeah,
definitely.
so it's a mix of scientific study and picking up people.
Picking up people.
And picking, you know, yeah.
As in, I'm confused by the language here. As in, like, picking up people as in, like, trying to get with people.
Yes, I believe that's the correct term.
Right,
Yes,
okay.
obviously not
Okay.
sexually, but yes.
Okay, well
Yeah.
then, I think I'm getting confused with picking up people. So, what is it? What is his aim? What is his goal with picking? What do you mean by picking up people? Like, what is he trying to do with people?
Well, it's
If there's no sexual.
Isadora
Oh.
and people. So it's Isadora talking to people. Therefore, it's a mix of his everyday conversation and being romantically involved, because that's how he talks to everyone. But yes.
I don't.
so
Right.
it
Whew, okay. You spend a good deal of time in these nights, in the days of the Wicker Hound, talking to people and chatting to people and
chatting up people.
chatting up people. Oh god, I'm gonna have to. You have this as a flashback if you want to go back to this as a flashback. So I'm not gonna give you any information now. But if you want to come back to this as a flashback for more information, you're welcome to do that.
That's
you
cool.
talk to a lot of people here, and there is a big old mix. However, the people that come here seem pretty consistent. Every night, there's occasionally mixed in some normal people who come in, seem slightly confused, sit down, or are often glancing around them but continue to enjoy their drinks and go on with their days. The rest of the people are all regulars. The non-normals are all regulars. And as you chat to them and talk to them, most of them are very reserved about talking to you. They do not tell you much about the bar. They don't tell you much about any more information than they have to. If it gets to the chatting up point, you sort of get a bit of a what sort of people is Isadora looking for? When he's
Everyone.
Everyone.
Everyone. Ever. In all of existence.
You have a number of relatively engaging conversations with some people who seem interested in you. Some people who you see there's a woman dressed all in white who asks you to dance with her. And the experience is very bizarre, whether you chose to or not.
All the better.
Apart from that, though, you don't seem to gain much information yet. You can jump back to this, but you do gain the attention that
I
you
don't
need for
think he
pure
cares
tenacity.
about information in that form. It's more of a every conversation gives you information in some way.
Okay. Well, you definitely have that as a flashback to go back to. But by the end of the weekend, you have definitely ingrained yourself with the folks at the Wicker Hound and are definitely more familiar to them. Right.
Awesome.
As the end of the weekend comes around and Monday rears its ugly head, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm working during the day, so unless someone else wants to do something during the day, I'll go over to the Wicker Hound in the evening.
Okay. Tell me if I can do this or not within the time that it takes. But I want to buy a motorcycle for Ned. I want to have a means of transportation, so I want to buy one.
Okay, how are you getting to the motorcycle shop? Also,
Petrol.
does Ned have any experience with motorcycles and riding them?
I'm just gonna say he's not a good driver, and he doesn't have a license, but he believes that he does. It's been ages since he's driven anything. Yeah.
You can definitely, for the rest of your Monday, pay your way and bribe your way into a motorcycle and get yourself a motorcycle. What kind of motorcycle are you talking about? Like a very powerful one, or on the lighter end?
It's not like well, actually, no. A moped could be pretty funny.
Moped?
It's a moped.
So you talk to the shop tender, and he sort of directs you towards Harley Davidsons and that kind of thing.
Pretty cool too.
And he's like, right.
Moped is good.
Can I like roll for all the? Can I roll for different types of motorcycles and whatever it lands on is what I get?
Well, I mean, you don't really roll for them, but I can find you something more your style if that's the sort of thing you're looking for. I mean, you look like a very manly and aggressive standing man. What kind of, I think the best kind of device for you is something along lines of this beauty. And he directs you towards a gigantic Harley.
I don't know what that is.
Harley Davidson.
Wait, the ones that did they have the little guy on the side?
With the great big sort of like curved
the
handlebars, the biker ones,
biker
the
gang.
typical biker gang ones.
Yeah, they got like the handles that are.
Mm.
Oh, that's actually so. Dude, I can't actually.
Unless, of course, you're not man enough for something, a beast of this quality like that. Perhaps you'd rather have something slightly more feminine, maybe, if that suits your sensibilities.
Fuck him.
Have
He's
you
an
found real
asshole,
life?
okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's a
I
he's a
actually want.
motorcycle salesman. What'd you expect?
I actually want to like do a thing where like I roll, and if it, I want to see what type of motorcycle I get. The choices in my head are moped, the big fucking one that you just described, the one with the little guy on the side that has like the thing, or just a regular like dirt bike one.
Okay,
You
I'm
know,
gonna put. I know fuck all about motorcycles, but I'm gonna put what I know at the far end. So Harley Davidson at the far end, a Ducati at the. So Harley Davidson at 4, Ducati at 3, a general sort of road motorbike at 2, and a moped at 1. Okay,
Okay.
roll me a
I'm
d4, please.
I do exclamation point D4?
Just roll the. Just click on the. If you're going to roll 20, you just click on the little d20 on the side, and you go down to d4.
Yeah, top left.
Oh
That's
fuck,
a
we've
thing.
lost an Isadora.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Oh, I rolled 2 on accident.
Okay, well the first one was a 3, so you are getting yourself a Ducati, which is
Yeah.
a
Cool.
well, yeah. You buy it off the guy, and the first couple of times you get on it, you fall over and hurt yourself a little bit, scrape your arms and stuff. It is a huge amount of revs, and immediately takes you almost off your feet, but you manage to get it into an almost driving state by the time you're done with it. Is that what you're doing? Is that everything you're doing with your Monday?
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, that's it.
Elizabeth?
Uh-huh. What is it?
Hello? What would you like to do with your Monday?
I think I missed the part where we got money.
Oh, no, he just has money. He's Ned.
Have you met my character, dude?
Yeah, he's pretty much made of money.
Ned
Yeah.
just
So
has
why are
money.
you asking me what I do with my money?
Oh,
Monday.
On Monday.
Okay.
You're not doing shit with my money.
Holy. Yeah, what do I do with Ned's money? Well,
Well,
I mean, how much
invested in
did
the
you
stock
pickpocket,
market.
I'd like to buy a bunch
Yeah.
of board games for my wife.
that'll keep
We
you
all
with
Nah,
me.
I do
pickpocketed
this-
some over
Do
the
the
over the week,
sensible
right?
thing. Save up for the future.
Yeah.
Spend on board games.
Monday.
Put it in crypto.
Buy Monopoly and get more money.
Honestly, I'm guessing we didn't really establish what days we need to give classes or not. So I would think on a Monday I may have to give classes, but I don't know.
You probably give classes on a Monday. So most of the day you spend in your lecture hall.
I
giving-
spend judging the art of students, and I'm feeling like after a weekend of like having time with my wife and doing like good stuff and regenerated, I'm like refreshed and stuff like that. So the critique is a lot softer. Like it's a lot more of like, hey, this is weird, but you can work on it. Like I would like just change that. It's okay and stuff like that. So it's really just like, yeah, in a good mood.
There you go. And your students seem to respond positively as they are allowed a bit of free time from the usual cold disdain. On which they. All right. Dante, I imagine you teaching as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Dante would teach classes on Monday with the aim of giving himself as little homework as possible because he wants to get to the Wicker Hound somewhere midday. Look at Lucia, look her in the eye, verify that what Celia said to him about her is in any way, shape, or form his impression of her. Look at the band while they're setting up.
Okay.
But yeah, he'll give classes. At some point, he'll probably take aside Johnny and Seema and say, "All right, you two, time for you to get your grading glasses on and learn a few things by evaluating others." What do you say?
What kind of things?
Just the papers. The last lab work they did on the Riemann hypothesis, I'd like a review.
Okay, I can do that. I can set it up.
Just try giving students some feedback they may find useful. Grades aren't the most important thing, you know. The way we did.
You say that, and you see that they seem to sort of respond to you a little bit with that, but they There's a little bit of concern in their eyes when they're looking at you.
Dante does his best to just ignore that. They're good kids. They don't need his problems on their shoulders.
Okay. Isadora, what do you do with your Monday?
Can I add something before we end that scene?
No, you cannot. Yes, what would you like to add?
Okay, yeah. I would imagine that during lunch break, that Elizabeth would see Dante. She would not sit. She would not sit with him. So
That's
they
okay.
won't-
He's used to it.
yeah. So we won't eat lunch together, but I think she'll stop by him and just ask him if he has transport for this afternoon, and if not, then we're both at the uni. So I drove here by myself, so I could take him with.
You're planning to go to the Hound right after.
I mean, I don't know when you finish, but I always stay until pretty late, and we're planning to go to the Wicker Hound at like not that late. So
All right. Well, if I'm still here, I'll take you up on that.
all right.
The Yarnsdale University cafeteria hall is like this massive, almost Hogwartsian style, like grand hall type thing, where people come in and get burgers at the other end because it suddenly conforms into a cafeteria at the other side. And as you guys chat and head about that way, we'll leave you there. Isadora, what do you do with your Monday?
I had an idea, trying to piece it together.
I mean, probably go to classes, right?
Wouldn't think so.
I mean,
Not on a Monday. A Monday is where people go to work. Different way to view the city. Okay. So Isadora would also go in to find a different way of transport, something to help the transport, because he likes walking, but he's not stupid.
So, you are
So you
student.
get the
You are
bus card.
student. You are a student. So money wise, that will be quite difficult.
Yeah, but a bus card, I guess.
Yeah, you can get a
wouldn't
bus card.
have-
Definitely
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
bus card.
That was the intent.
Brilliant.
Why you would not want a vehicle when the buses have people?
Perfect. I would
in
imagine
them.
if you're a student for a year, you'll definitely have a bus card already. At this point.
Yeah. I guess it's just he decided it's about time to have one.
Okay. All right. You get yourself a bus card. Right. As the end of Monday draws to a close, the sun still has not made an appearance, and you are left with a cloudy, overcast sky and a rather windy day that is picking up steadily. The wind rushing through the narrow alleyways of the city. You guys are all heading to the Wicker Hound, are you?
So I forgot to mention one more thing, and that is the staff of the pub at the moment, because Davey he always works on Mondays, but I was hoping to get Rosa to work as well since I won't be there. So I did send her a message asking if she was available.
Takes some convincing, but you do manage to get her to come out from work to cover your shift.
All right, sweet. Yep,
Okay.
and in that case, I'm heading over.
Okay, and with that, everyone is heading towards the Wicker Hound. Let me see. So everyone is that everyone heading to Wicker Hound, or is somebody doing anything? Is anyone else doing anything different? Just before I say outright.
Now we're heading there. I just have a
Okay.
curfew. I don't want to stay out until 3 a.m. anymore.
Okay. Right. Okay. As you guys are heading to the Wicker Hound, by whatever means of transport you have to get there, we're going to have a quick break there.
All right.
See you in 1 second.
See you
I
all in
just
a
came
bit.
back from pooping. What do you mean break? I imagine anytime he's not in like a three-piece suit, my man's just in like bathrobes walking around the house. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He's not. It's not even after a bath. He got clothes underneath, but it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
that It's a bathroom.
I can imagine him with like just his full three-piece suit and then like a bathrobe just
Oh
over
no!
it.
Don't tell me Ned's turning up to the pub as in a fucking bathrobe.
He's
No,
not.
no, no, no.
She was.
We were talking about if Ned was a person who wears
Dude, I hope
shoes inside the house, slippers inside the house, socks, or
Oh.
just bare feet.
I'm gonna say
You are
slippers. I'm gonna say
barefoot
slippers.
person. Elizabeth is a barefooter.
Oh,
I know
Elizabeth
it.
is barefoot, definitely.
No. Here's the thing, right?
One of those art students that like walks around in her own paint. You know
And
what I
she
mean?
has like she's one of those like she puts her feet up and there's just like black on the bottom.
Okay, look. Here's the thing. I would, if I'm thinking about it, and on the one side I'm like, yeah, maybe barefoot, but on the other side also, hey, if you wear shoes inside the house, you're always ready to run.
Oh
Dude,
that
you're
is
that
dark.
meme. You're that meme of that Twitter girl that's like, tell him it's like a OnlyFans thing. It's like, tell me something dirty, and you see her feet in the background. All the comments are like, yo feet, bitch.
I'm willing to
Dude.
bet like Elizabeth is one of those people who, like she's cuddled up to her wife and the wife's like, "Are you wearing shoes in the bed? Why is your bag packed? What? Where are you?" We've been married a year now. Can you unpack your bag, please?
Goodbye.
Look, you never know. You never know.
Sorry, hon, things aren't working out. Gotta go kill her. Go.
All right, so we established that was the halftime show.
Halftime show.
Damn. So I was ready to talk
Welcome
about the
back,
lion,
folks.
but okay.
Welcome back, folks, to the.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for this interact. I know it's probably never gonna happen, but I can't wait for the interaction of the whole fucking team having to play Sudoku night with your wife.
Oh.
They go over for like a case or something,
So-
and it's one of those things where they have to act natural.
How do
you know?
Elizabeth?
God,
How do you know Elizabeth again?
Done Sudoku before, haven't we?
Because this is rather strange. Because she's never mentioned any of you ever.
Yeah. I was like,
She's
gonna say
a regular at my pub.
no, I don't think.
She's a
no.
regular. I'm sorry. What?
I was gonna say that.
You're a terrible wingman.
I was gonna say that during the weekend, I think she would have mentioned one thing, that the reason she's been like out more is because she's been hanging out with her colleague. So if she would only mention Dante, she would say it with her colleague.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
coincidentally the worst of your colleagues to mention you've been hanging out with.
Oh God, yeah.
So what, whose eyes always blink at different times?
Yeah, that's basically
hasn't met
saying.
Dante.
What? That's
Has
not a thing. Don't invent shit.
Has Alison met Dante before? Probably
No.
not.
No, I don't.
Probably
think so,
not.
no.
Good. That's good for both of you. Right. So, picking up where we left off, you guys, by whatever mean of transport you have, find your way to the Wicker Hound. Its sign swinging slightly in the wind that is roaring through the streets at this point. People are clutching their coats tight around them as they make their way through, as your vehicles and such begin to pull up one by one in front of the Wicker Hound. It is a rather raucous night inside, and you can see that already the white-dressed woman is dancing with someone on the dance floor. There are the normal regulars, the Silver Hand Man, James Candle is there, the long-fingered doctor, various others, the general regulars, with a few of the normal people mixed in. What would you like to do?
I'll go say hi to James.
Okay. You push open the
Going as-
door and at once the warm air just into your face. Yeah. What were you saying, Elizabeth?
Oh,
Sorry.
before going in,
Yeah, I was just saying, I assume we're going as a group, as like everyone is just following, unless someone already has like a specific
Oh,
person. they wanna go
no, Jasmine's going straight towards the bar.
Oh,
Gonna
okay.
get a drink first and have a talk.
I want to go to
Right.
bar too.
Okay, so you get to the bar and you see that Lucia Lemire is, as always, right in the middle of tending the bar. Her various plant people going about as they send out drinks as well. The woman with the burning eyes, seemingly not there. Lucia spots who is coming up to her. Elizabeth and Jasmine. She spots you coming up, and for a moment she goes,
Wait. Elizabeth and Ned, right?
Ned as well? Ned as well?
Oh, wait,
Elizabeth,
right.
Jasmine, and
And
Ned.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you were pointing upwards, Elizabeth, by the way, and that on my camera, on my Discord thing, that's
Yeah.
Jasmine. So,
Oh, okay, no.
right. So Elizabeth, Ned, and Jasmine are heading over to Lucia, whilst Dante, you are heading over to James. Where are you going, Isadora? Because as you come in, you see a number of people go, Isadora, get this guy a drink, and there's a number of them sort of roaring. You see as a huge, hulking, what looks like a troll-like figure with a shirt that is just stretched over his muscular form, comes and goes, we never finished our conversation.
I just smile at him. Simple.
He slaps you on the back and moves over to go get a drink. Right.
Other than that, just wave silently to people. Everyone. Generally establishing that I'm here. And I think
You
order a snack.
Okay. You guys watch as the whole bar seems to sort of react to Isadora arriving before one of the plant people hands him out a very small pack of bacon-flavored crisps. The rest of... Okay, don't shrug at that. That's a normal British pub thing, is the little bacon crisps. They're delicious.
I'm not shrugging at that. Just the fact that we all enter the pub.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, Isadora is getting like everyone is calling Isadora's name.
yeah.
I think that gets a reaction, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
No,
100%.
Dante, I don't give a fuck.
But yeah, as you guys head in, we'll do Ned, Jasmine, and Elizabeth first. You head up towards Lucia, and the second she sees you, she lets out a... What can I get you?
What?
And there was okay. Because you said, and then she lets out a, and then it was just
Sigh.
silence.
Oh, she let out a sigh. Oh, I hate it.
Ah,
Can't hear
right.
my She lets
Yeah.
out a long sigh, and then just sort of goes, "What can I get you?"
Hey, Lucia. I could go just for a pint tonight. Nothing
all right.
special.
I can get you that. She starts pouring
Hey.
another pint and goes, "What about you two? Another whiskey sour for you?" Eh?
I think Elizabeth visibly shudders and says, no, let's keep it clear-headed tonight.
Cranberry juice,
Oh my
all right?
god,
Cranberry
just
juice.
water.
A water? Alright, I can get that. She gets a water for you and slides it across, and then you can see she's sort of like, arms folded, goes, I'm guessing there's some questions coming on.
Not really, no.
Really?
Not for me, at least. Yeah. I mean, I've still got plenty of questions, but I thought it'd be best not to bother you during your work, you know?
Thank you.
I got a question. How did I not come to this place sooner? What is this?
I
This is
don't know you.
Right, this is Mr. Halford.
Yeah, I'm
Welcome
kind
to
of like
TV.
there.
I do know you. You're the one from the show with the money and the getting of it.
So true. I'm so glad. Listen.
I don't like
I'm-
it very much.
Okay.
I agree. I agree.
Okay. I don't. Okay. Give me something expensive to drink so I can deal with all of you.
As you are looking around, by the way, Ned, you can see that the people here, there is very few of them that would be considered normal. There is a man who is sitting close to you, who is sitting beside a what looks like a very small Indian-looking woman, and his whole of his right hand is glowing silver. that seems to sort of melt with his form as he moves and draws from his cigarette. The band that is playing is made up of a number of figures, one of whom seems to be a hulking, hunchbacked figure that is warped over his cello that he is playing. There is very few people in here that seem in any way normal, and those that do seem very confused. She goes, "Oh, you're damn right, I'll get you something expensive." And she dips out into the back. Comes back a minute later with what looks like a reddish liquid that is swirling around in the bottle with a couple of ice, big pieces of ice in it.
While she's in the back,
It's
I would
not
like to say something to Elizabeth and Ned.
Yeah.
Jasmine's going to nod over to the silver-handed man and the Indian woman and is going to say, I heard those two last time I was here. I heard those two talk about something that seems to have to do something with the taste junkies. Might be something to look into.
Which guy?
The one with the silver hand over there.
Silver. Ned turns around. I want to do a thing. Basically, Ned looks at the silver hand and he says, "Brother," and then he looks at his own hand and turns it to gold and just says,
You
I
do
know,
that, and the silver-handed man looks at you. He's got very dark skin and sort of like shaved on either side of the head with his curled mohawk going back. And as he looks up and sees you, there's this moment of like confusion mixed with disdain, and then he sort of cracks the silver knuckles each with a ding noise that rings outwards from them, and goes back to his drink. He does not acknowledge your brother.
I was just imagining that going, you know? I don't know if you can see the camera.
Yeah, I can see what you're doing.
Let the record show that he's pointing at himself and then
He
at
pointed
the,
at his fist and then at the silver man's fist, and the silver-fingered man does not seem impressed.
He'll come around.
Okay.
Ned takes a sip of his drink after it arrives.
Lucia comes back and hands you the drink. It is like I said before, what looks like almost like a whiskey amount, so like a shot amount at the bottom with a couple of ice cubes, and it is a red swirling liquid that goes around.
He drinks it.
Okay. Tastes good.
Great.
Tastes sort of sweet, but with a slight, not strong hint, but sort of a powerful oomph to it.
At least
What
it's
are
not
you-
pomegranate.
What are you guys doing? What else are you guys saying? As Lucia sort of comes up to you and is like, right, anything else?
No, I think we'll make our way back to our companions.
Good.
That's right.
Make yourselves at home.
I'll wait a few seconds for the other two to leap first. And quickly, before I follow them, I say, I got your note. Thanks for the trust,
It's hard being in the position we are.
It is, yeah. Just, you wouldn't happen to feel like talking about this after hours, would you?
Yeah. Maybe that would be nice, but listen, I'm a bit busy at the moment. Maybe another time.
Yeah.
Maybe down the week. I just
Yeah.
I know you. This whole thing, it's kind of crazy, and I'm kind of falling apart a little bit at it. So,
God. Yeah.
anyway,
Well, yeah,
here's your
just-
drink, and I will talk
Right.
to you later. And she sort of hands the drink, and then sort of moves away before you can give a response.
Right, cheers.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, and Jasmine follows the others.
Okay, so Elizabeth and Ned already left, and as we take like a few steps away, Elizabeth is just gonna say to Ned and be like, "Okay, so in a few seconds, you can turn around and look at them, and you'll see Jasmine blushing because you weren't here last time. But Jasmine definitely has a crush on that bartender, Lucia. And just don't be suspicious about it. But if you look back, you'll see them like talking closely and stuff like that, and just like know that we encourage it, okay?
Sister, I've already picked up on it. You have no idea. This is gonna go far. Okay, these two are a perfect match. Anyway, don't make it too obvious, but I know.
You walk back to your table, Jasmine, and see both Elizabeth and Ned are looking at you expectantly as you come towards them.
And Jasmine, otherwise rather pale skin, does have in fact a little bit of a blush.
I think it's about time you got someone to deal with your sorrows.
Excuse me?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You do that whole thing with the... Don't worry about it.
Right. So, any plans? We've got 2 people to look into right now.
I could ask you the same thing. Any plans?
Right. So you see that rather, well, conventionally attractive looking man, woman,
So
I don't see a mirror.
person
You
over
look-
there.
You look over, Ned, and you see that the other person in the band, is so there's a number of people. Most of the other ones seem normal, but the 2 ones that look different are the one who looks sort of like hunched and sort of grotesque a little bit. The other one is his exact opposite. He is obscenely gorgeous in a way that transcends gender. He's just beautiful to everyone that sees him. He's really bizarre to look at, both his features and his hair seem to sort of change depending on which way he's looking. But every angle, he sort of looks bizarrely beautiful. It's very strange.
Ah, yes, one of my kind. Hot.
Well, depending on how you go about it, but he seems to have something to do with Mr. Arberman, the rugby player. He is the one who said he was sorry while Daniel Arberman was killing his girlfriend. So he should be looked into. And then there's the silver-handed man and the Indian lady. I don't think they've got something to do with the murder itself, but I definitely know of someone who had something to do with the taste junkies.
Okay. As you say that, we're going to cut to Dante. You make your way across to the darts end of the room.
Yes.
Where James Candle seems to be completely wiping the floor with another person. His darts just flying home every single time. And as he sees you, he turns and a bright smile breaks across his face. And he goes, "You! You're back again.
Good to see you again, James.
Good to see you too.
Are you winning?
Yeah, always."
Right. Ready to go. Has Doc recovered from his last terrifying defeat? I hope he's not holding a grudge.
He looks over and you see that the Dr. Anselm is braced against his chair, his fingers linked together as he is talking to a number of seemingly adoring people at his table who are all sort of looking to him as he lectures to them. And he goes, hasn't played me since.
Sore loser. Hey, what's he talking to them about?
He talks about a lot of things. He's a bit of a master at all of information.
Right. Master of all information.
Hmm.
Could be useful. What are you up to, James? Anything good in your life since last we saw each other?
Not much. I'm keeping my head down, taking it easy. Had something peculiar happen.
Really? Want to talk about it? I'll get us drinks.
He glances left and right and then goes, sort of looks a bit worried. Give me a convince check, please. With advantage. Oh, so with give me +2 for befriended.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My students, I will still apply
Yeah.
as a tag.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
No, nothing else springs to mind. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Right.
What did I roll?
You rolled a 12 plus 3.
I rolled a 12. Delightful.
Right.
Yeah.
You can see he is pauses for a moment, glances toward his table, glances around, and then follows you eagerly to the bar.
Okay. I'd rather get a table if I'll see in his manner he's being a bit skittish.
He starts walking with you towards the bar, but if you gesture towards a table, he'll sort of like awkwardly bump into a table, knock over a chair, awkwardly pick that chair up again, and then.
Amazing, right?
Yeah.
He was graceful a second ago when he was throwing darts. Walking, bit of a different task.
Oh, completely.
But yeah. Dante will just get them both a couple of pints, sit down with James, try to ease his mind, see what the young man's thinking.
So you start to talk to him, and immediately as you start to chat to him, and there's no pressure, his stutter eases almost to nothing. What do you ask him?
First, small talk, but not so small. More in terms of like, bars are a bit less lively tonight than I first saw it. Then again, maybe it was just my first impression that was that strong, and this time I'm a bit more eased into it. Just talking to him, it's like, so if you want to ease your mind, go ahead. I'm not gonna make it, mate. If you don't want to talk about it, it's all right.
After a good amount of time of talking to him, he seems to sort of relax into it and tells you about sort of generally how the bar is going. You get the feeling he comes here every night, not to drink, to just be. And as he's talking, he sort of goes, well, I had a bit of a issue with someone outside my apartment. Well, my apartment, I mean, not really apartment, it's student digs, and he immediately starts sort of like putting his hand into his palm and rubbing his nail into his palm, and he goes, someone turned out outside and was trying to get in.
Oh. Did they?
No, I know Doc and some others say I shouldn't, but and he pulls the dart out from his pocket and holds it to you, and then slips it back into his jacket and goes, I gave him a warning.
What kind of warning?
I get when I'm nervous, I get quite angry, and I change a little bit, and
bad days and bad moments.
Yeah. I mean, I missed him by 0.1 centimeters exactly.
That means you meant to do it, right?
Yeah.
All right. You remember who they were? What they looked like? What they wanted?
Just one or two of them, just in masks. They just were outside and telling me to come out, and then I got freaked out and I threw it, and then they ran.
Right. Dante kind of takes a glance, like takes a panoramic view of the entire bar, because right now going through Dante's head is someone in here is a snitch. He thinks masks, James being threatened, is being connected to what they talked about. It might be a bit self-centered, but that
Okay.
outside of any other further clues, that's what he's thinking at the moment.
Okay.
So to maybe rule it out, maybe determine it one way or another, he just asked. They didn't say anything about what they wanted. Just they wanted to talk. Didn't name anything. Anyone? What about?
I mean, didn't say anything really apart from they wanted me to come down, and then one of them said he wanted to show me something, but that's when I got confused, and then I saw red, and then it was, I'm not going to
You
go
mean
down.
metaphorically, right? You saw red.
He looks at you then, and his eyes meet yours. He sort of looks kind of nervous, and then looks down and goes, "Not metaphorically, no."
Alright. I'm not gonna push, but if you want to explain, I'm all ears.
He pauses for a moment and then just sort of goes, "I told you I change."
Right. Well then, if they are who I think they are, I think you're lucky to be able to look after yourself like that, James. Don't blame yourself. Even though you were angry, it seemed like you made a level-headed decision and didn't harm anyone.
You think so?
Yeah, you scared them off, right?
I think so.
Look, here's my number. Next time they show up, or anything like that happens, you call me right away, okay?
You slip the number across from him, and he takes it and immediately sort of rolls it up and puts it into his jacket, and he sort of smiles, and immediately the affable smile comes back to his face again.
Dante clinks the glass with him and says, "To missing only by as much as we mean to."
I try to yeah. And he clinks glasses and then drinks. Ned, Elizabeth, Isadora, and Jasmine, what are you guys doing?
Ned hits the dance floor.
Okay, as you hit there is a very small dance floor right in front of the band, and there is only one person occupying it. A rather peculiar-looking woman dressed entirely in white, who's just sort of swaying in an almost intoxicated manner to the sway of the beat. Do you join her?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I want to, those scenes where it's like two people who in like a movie, or two people who just meet, but for some reason they're both like master salsa dancers and they do like crazy shit in the middle of the dive bar. That's what I'm imagining. I want to
You want to dance
roll
with her? Give me a face danger, please.
face danger. Bro, she got moves. All right. Can I use a lavish lifestyle?
Can you do what, sorry?
I'm trying to waltz, bro. Can I do a lavish lifestyle?
Ooh, yeah. I'll allow that. Yeah, lavish lifestyle.
Ballroom dancing. And I think that's all I got. Okay. Face danger.
Whew.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Well,
You move towards her and take her in her arms, and at first you feel that her style of dancing is far too erratic and wild to be tamed into just a simple waltz. But then as she waltzes with you, your movements blend into one another, and your waltz becomes something else entirely. By the end of the waltz, you teeter away from her, and you feel this feeling of both her being extremely happy, and also that she has acknowledged you. And as you move away, rolling away from her, she sort of goes, smiles at you, and then moves on, looking for someone else. Put into your statuses, dance with the white lady 2.
Okay. It's like it's a story tag.
It's a story tag.
Okay. Okay. Dance with the white lady too.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Okay.
everyone else doing?
Elizabeth,
Mhm.
any plans?
Any plans? I mean, you want to go talk to the singer over there? He's kind of busy right now.
Right.
So
I was thinking more of Jasmine leans in. I was thinking more of following him after after he's done, you know? Trying to find him on his own rather than with the band with him.
okay, but that would be at like God knows what hour, right?
Right. I can stay up late, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, I mean, I don't want to be difficult here, but wasn't like the plan of us coming here like earlier to deal with this earlier instead of waiting until 3 a.m. again?
Well,
Um,
The plan wasn't for Nat to just walk off and go dancing and for. But what is this Isadora doing right now?
Isadora, what are you
I
doing right
mean-
now?
Well, obviously, his drink is never empty. First, first status. He doesn't order it. It just happens.
This is not what I imagined.
Um,
Sorry.
Other than that, he's just it's very hard to imagine a person listening and watching 50 conversations at once, but it's impressive to say the least.
Seems to be what he's doing. All right.
Give me a investigation check, please, Isadora.
Oh.
As you flow between the many conversations that are taking place at the moment.
I think Jasmine and Elizabeth look at the place where they were expecting to see Isadora, and they just like see an empty spot as this happens.
By the way, his eyes well, they aren't glowing, but they don't look natural. They're like striped with blue.
Oh.
Crisscross and shit. Like, yeah, just checking all the many tags to put here.
Yeah, as you
see-
sort of look over, Isadora is sandwiched between the giant troll-looking figure and a man who looks like he has a very old man's face with long, wiry hairs coming out of his head like a lion's mane, who is sort of grinning unnaturally. What tags would you like to add to this, Isadora?
First of all, seeing the board seems fitting. Other than that, lines and edges might fit, but I'm not sure about
Lines
that.
and edges. This is a place kind of beyond lines and edges, I'd say.
Yeah, let's say no. You could say life's a system because you understand how conversations work, so you know when they stop, so when to look to another person and hear them. So it's like pinpointing the exact seconds where you can understand every single thing, which also leads me to the ability to understand.
Ability to understand, definitely. Life's a system. I'll allow it for this one. I'll allow it.
Okay. So
That's 3.
okay, just a sec. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Ned is practicing taekwondo.
This bounce.
Wait. press it? It seems I did not press it. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
That
Okay.
is a 9.
Right, so that's a mild success. So you will get clues, but they're not going to be straight.
Okay. Um. Okay, trying to think what I would care about finding out. Um, I guess the first thing trying to figure out is how did people hear about this place? Like, how did
How
different
did
people
people hear about this place? Brilliant. You talked to a number of people, and the answer to that question is quite vague at first. A lot of people went to this place before it was owned by Lucia, and back in those days, they said that they felt an urge to come here, that they knew it was safe, and they just sort of found their way here without realizing. And a community blossomed from that. Some of the more recent ones, however, say that they got it from information from others that led them here. Most of them say that they heard from people connected to Lucia herself, who told them that this was a safe place and a place to come. And through that, they grew closer to here.
Second thing I'm looking for is did the player we know of, which I can never remember his name, uh, arrive here at a certain point in time? Don't know. Let's pick that up from conversation. Yeah.
Do you mean that? Do you mean Daniel Arbeman, the rugby player?
The rugby player?
Yeah.
He is
That
in
name,
jail.
because I remember it.
He is in jail at the moment, being held by the police. He is their one suspect. You ask around about him, nobody knew him before he came here. And as you ask around, it is a kind of a subject that makes people hold back from you. But you get the feeling that nobody knew him, and those that sort of met him that night had a briefest conversation with him, 2 or 3 seconds, just chatting to him, and then he was off. Nobody knew him before he came at all.
Okay.
What is your third and final question?
Third and final clue. Okay. I believe I'll keep this one.
Okay, you'll hold on to that one. Perfect. Elizabeth and Jasmine.
Right. So we weren't expecting Nat to just head off and go dancing, and Isadora. Well, what's he doing?
Isadora is
No.
surrounded
This
by
is what
people.
Jasmine asked of
Yeah,
Elizabeth.
Yeah. And so we turn around and we look at wherever, like we even have to look for like a few rounds because like I think Isadora
Yeah.
blends in, and so like all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, and I'm like, I think he's talking to. Look, I don't know. Did you notice that when we entered the pub, everyone like shouted his name, and I
Something tells me he's been here before and it's been giving out rounds. I mean, why else would get that much of a response, right?
probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's mingling, so is Dante, so that seems to be going all right.
Yeah. I mean, look, I get your plan that you want to follow the guy after he finishes.
Right.
But you remember, like, well, you weren't there for some part of that evening, but you remember last time when were here, and we stayed until like late in the evening.
Right.
Well, I don't have the best experience with nights like that. I don't know. Okay,
last
so
time.
MC, do I know it is Monday evening?
You know it's Monday evening. Yeah.
Okay, I know that. That was the beginning of my question. Thank
I
you
mean,
for
I
the
hope you know
reaffirmation,
it's
though.
Monday evening. I hope
You
you know
are
it's Monday
aware
evening.
of the passage
You're
of
aware
time.
Um, yeah, no, no, I shouldn't. I think you see Elizabeth like visibly thinking, and like whatever you say to her, like it's like for a second or so, it's like she doesn't respond to it, and she says like, if I get home late again, my wife is gonna kill me. But
Wait,
your plan of trying to get the singer after he's done, because now we're not gonna get any answers out of him if he's singing.
hold on. Your wife's gonna kill you? Is everything alright?
Oh, it's fine. You
You
don't
sure?
worry.
It doesn't sound fine.
I mean, look, we've always had this routine where I was home every evening,
Uh-huh.
and she was home every evening, and we didn't really do that much outside of that. I mean, she had a few friends and colleagues she went to, but and she like scratches her head and like looks around for like a second, and she's like, "Yeah, I didn't really hang out that much with other people before you guys. So I mean, it's new, and let's just say last time when I arrived home at like 4 a.m., she wasn't too pleased about it. It's
Right.
marriage stuff. Do you have no? You don't, right? You don't have anyone in your life. I mean, you're flirting with
No.
Lucia. I mean,
No, not necessarily.
Whew.
I've been kind of more on my own most of my life, but I mean, yeah, it's so how'd that go? We ended up there that late, like that you managed to at least talk some of it through?
um, let's just say I'm not the best at talking either, and it's kind of difficult to talk to someone when they just stand up and walk away and go to bed. Kind of difficult, but hey, I mean, it's all good now. We get through these kinds of things. We do, and you see that as she says that, it's kind of like she's convincing herself.
Right, and speaking of which, I would like to make a change the game roll as I start feeding on your
Uh-huh.
stress and
You bitch. Go for it.
all right, so definitely trustworthy appearance. It's night, right?
Yep. It's night.
All right,
It's
stronger
night.
at night. Feed on stressful thoughts. Let's see, anything else that's fun here? I mean, pub owner. So, as part of the talking about sorrows, getting that out there.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But that's just. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
All right, and that is a change the game roll. Ooh, that was close.
That was
That's a
very
7.
close.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Juice equal to power. Power is 4. So let's see. I'm going to give
We say we just say the numbers out loud.
Yep.
yes.
7. So it's a
Right.
7
Oh,
with a
right,
power
7.
4.
Exactly. So I'm going to give let's see, produce. Okay. I'm going to give myself invigorated 2, and I'm going to give Elizabeth at ease 2.
Okay. As Jasmine talks to you and as you talk to her, you find yourself relaxing into a calm, easy manner. The stress and complexity of the last couple of exchanges with your wife easing back, and it's just all gone. You're calmer. You're at ease.
Right. I mean, I'm quite sure. I mean, she's an understanding person, right? I mean, she'd understand, right? I mean, you still have your own life, right?
Yeah, I used to also have my own life before this, but that own life didn't extend to 4 a.m. on the street.
Right. Well, the thing is, it's just the. Are there any other options than waiting until after he's done playing? Because we can't interrupt him. That's definitely going to catch some attention, and definitely not going to put him in the talking mood.
Maybe look, I don't go to pubs in the evening very often, but it seems kind of logical to me that he would get a break sometime, right?
Right, he and his colleagues, so they'll probably spend time together.
Yeah, well, if he leaves this venue, he may also leave with his colleagues.
Will he go all the way home with his colleagues?
You want to follow the guy all the way to his house?
What's the plan, yeah?
I thought you said to just wait for him outside or something when he's done, not follow the guy home.
Well, follow him until he's alone and then ask him questions.
That's just... I don't know about you, right? So if I were to walk home alone at night and all of a sudden a bunch of strangers would come up to me and like approach me, I would not react kindly. I don't know if you feel different about
Right,
this.
I'm not planning on going there with Mr. Halford and Dante, and especially not with Isadora. Just, I mean, I personally don't think you come across as threatening. Don't think I do.
She's gonna take out her phone.
Yes.
And she's gonna... So the past few days they've had like Pictionary nights and like breakfast and stuff like that, and she's gonna text Allison.
Okay.
No, she's not gonna text. She's gonna call.
Okay. As
How
you
good.
type in into your contacts, what was Allison entered into your contacts?
Prob... No, I my first instinct was gonna say be like, oh, just like Allison, because she doesn't give nicknames.
Okay.
But that wouldn't be... No, it's not like that. Oh, she's entered in there as... This is really cliched. She's entered into Elizabeth's phone as my soul.
My soul. You start to type
Ooh.
in my soul, and as you are typing in the words, the band has shifted and they're changing to a sort of a lullaby-like song, a beautiful, lamenting love song. The voice of the singer calls out and sort of goes, "Okay, everyone, we're gonna switch to a love song now." And as he does, in your ears, Elizabeth, you hear a whispering note. She's cheating on you. She doesn't want you anymore. She doesn't love you anymore. She doesn't need you anymore. She's found someone else. Dante, you hear a voice very similar to someone your ex-wife used to work with, going, "She's with me now, mate. She loves me. She doesn't love you anymore. She's happy now."
Dante takes a look around to see any of his old friends, doesn't find them.
Ned,
Goes,
as you're hearing that, Ned, in your ear, you hear the voice of a competitive TV host going, "I've stolen your agent, old boy. He's happier with me now, working with me now. He's happier." And as all of this happens, you guys hear a voice breaks through all the din. "You fucking bitch!" You watch as the silver-handed man has stood up, and with a whoosh, he smashes the table in front of him. It shatters into pieces, and he reaches towards the woman beside her neck. What are you all doing?
What the fuck? Okay.
Time to interfere.
Brother, no!
Time to do
On
the
the
thing.
phone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Dante would have been in the middle of probably yelling, "I already knew that, you asshole," because he does know who his ex-wife is with. But when he hears the crack of the table, he basically takes the pint that is still in his hand. Also takes James's, says, "Sorry, mate," and throws both at the silver-handed man to
Right.
distract him from.
Okay, give
And
me... Yeah.
I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm just trying to get his attention and then get between him and the lady,
Right.
so he doesn't hurt her.
That's going to be a change of the
fake
game,
danger.
please.
Oh, it's to change the game?
You're trying to distract him? You're trying to change
No, I'm
his
trying
attention.
to face danger. I'm trying to make
Oh,
him
okay,
try
right,
to...
okay. You're trying to get him to focus on you. Give me a face danger then.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I help Dante here and give him my.
Oh, cheers.
How do you choose to help him? What do you do to help him?
So wait. So he's. What is he throwing?
So Dante's just grabbed 2 beer
Wine
glasses
glasses
and
that I
chucked.
had.
The glass that you have, and you
glasses.
just. I slip
We're in a
over
pub.
my glass.
Okay. So as Dante approaches him, he just bam, one, another. Then Elizabeth extends hers. He takes that and throws that at him, and eventually gets to between them two. Is premeditated harm applicable here?
Oh, yes. Yes, premeditated harm is applicable.
Moral armor?
Yes.
Okay. All right then. What did I roll? 15.
15.
Damn, bro. Whew.
Right, okay. You chuck the glasses at him, and as they shatter over his arm one at a time, he's reaching for the woman beside him, but each one shatters over his head, and he sort of goes, turns back to you, and you can see that his skin, once dark, is now turning a faint bluish color, and his silver hand is shifting into the form of a giant blade now. He steps forwards and whoosh, slashes the table in front of all of you in half, and starts stepping towards you, Dante, the blade in his hand. What is everyone doing?
Jasmine is going to focus her attention on someone else, specifically Alex Piper. She's going to right then and there turn into. She walks towards the podium. She's going to stage. I mean, she's going to turn into a wisp form, float towards. Well, is there like a backstage entrance or like a door nearby?
You can just see the stage. Doesn't seem to be any backstage entrance. There just seems to be the stage comes down onto the floor of the bar where there's there. As you look over, Alex Piper is frozen in place. He's holding his instrument in his hands as he sort of as he's got the microphone up to his mouth, and his eyes are wide, and he's just going and panicking. It looks like he is in terror and in confusion at this point. And as you turn into your wisp form, the silver-handed man goes, "You're trying to take her from me. I'll fucking kill you all."
Oh shit! All right. In that case, I would like to first ease Alex's struggles, Alex's stress and fear by feeding on him and calming him down with the change.
That's going to be a change to the game. Meanwhile, the silver-handed man is going to step towards Dante, his blade raised. What is anyone doing about that?
Dante's standing just facing him off. I want to say that.
Meanwhile,
He
Syriinx
has
is
a
rapping in the
suspicion
corner.
on what might happen, and he wants to confirm it, whatever the price.
Okay.
Okay, shit, right, okay.
All right, Syriinx, you first.
Okay. So what is Dante doing?
Dante is just standing stock still. The tables in front of you guys, your table and the Silver
My
Handman's
hands are
man table,
slightly
have
apart.
been
Like, come at me, bitch.
completely eviscerated. He is walking through the shredded piles of the wood towards Dante, blade raised.
Okay, well, I think Elizabeth is still like, I think the voices in her head kind of messed with her as well, and she's kind of angry, so that's maybe clouding her judgment.
Actually, that's a very good point. I need both Dante and Elizabeth to give me a face danger, please.
Oh,
that?
all right.
Can Elizabeth use the two at ease card that I tag? I mean, that I gave her?
Yes, you can use. Elizabeth, you can use the at ease tag.
Yeah. Also, to remind you, I still have the story tag of dead put at rest. But
You do have the story time of dead put at rest. Yeah,
okay, yeah.
it's not gonna help you here though.
No. I don't really think any of my power tags would help here either.
What are you attempting to do, though?
No, it's just a face danger.
So you've got
okay.
a plus 2 facing the danger due to being at ease.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll just do it with that.
Okay. I don't know which of my tags would apply here.
You are trying
Nice.
to let yourself become infused with jealousy.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
okay.
I didn't add any power tags, and I got the ones from the story tag, and I got an 11, the power of 2.
You are still slightly annoyed, but you are not allowing it to cloud your judgment.
Okay. This is what I think moral armor applies, just because. And we're divorced. Dante understands that much. He doesn't get on it, but it does annoy him because, again, he can never let go of things. He does miss his old life. So I'm gonna invoke my weakness here.
Okay, nice. Brilliant. Give yourself an
for-
attention
for
and mark
defining
it.
them. But the other power tag, I think logical analysis would also apply to this. It's
Logical
like,
analysis, your wife doesn't care about you, she's moved on, yeah.
Yeah. And also, this is the sort of thing that may have happened during Harborman's incident.
Yeah.
So it's best to keep my cool.
Yes.
Alright, face danger. 8.
Oof. Okay. Right. You are gonna take just a number 1, then enraged 1.
Okay.
But it's just gonna be maddened 1. Sorry, maddened because you're not fully enraged yet. So just
That's
maddened.
not unusual for Dante.
Maddened 1. You see that the silver-handed man, as he's stepping towards you guys, he's spreading his hand now, and the blade in his hand has shifted now to 3 separate blades that are quivering in his palm. 1 pointed at Elizabeth, 1 pointed at Ned, and 1 pointed at Dante. What are you guys doing?
So I was gonna react on that.
Okay.
The guy is yet again. What is it with people with blades coming at us and being all angry? Anyway, he's coming at us. I don't want him to come any closer, so I just instinctively raise my hand and be like, I like try to push him down. I think even my hand makes the motion of like, no, you don't, and like push him down. So I would like to. I don't know what that is, but you know what I mean.
Are you trying to do damage to him, or are you trying to just avoid
No.
damage yourself?
I don't want to do him damage. I just want him to stay there and not come at me with a blade.
That's gonna be face danger as well. Ned, what are you doing?
I wanna. Okay. As the blade gets pointed up to him, he takes his glass, slams back down the rest of his drink, and yells at the bar, "Miss Lemire, I will pay for the damages. Please do not kick me out." And then I want to make. I just want to look at him and say, "Really, man. There's a reason Gold's first place and yours is second." And then yeah. And then I wanna what the fuck's it called? I wanna take out from the inside of my trench coat, like not trench coat, the blazer. I wanna take out like a Houdini style sheet or something, you know, and basically just fucking what was it called? I wanna take like a Houdini style sheet, just wrap it around like his hand, like a thing, turns its goal and just bonk the fucking blade out the way.
Okay, give me a go toe to toe, please.
Yeah, I want. Now I have a. If this works, I have a bludgeon weapon.
Okay.
So
So Elizabeth, give me a face danger.
Yeah.
Ned, give me a go toe to toe.
I have one question there because, as I said, I have the story tag dead put at ease. I think it might apply here because all of the powers come from like the dead and stuff like that.
I will allow it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
I-
At this point, your put at ease is starting to fade. Your stress levels are going back up again.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I'd like to use my help point with Ned.
okay, thank you
And
so much, man.
I will assist Ned by basically, because I see him going for the blades. I assume Elizabeth is a bit farther away. I see Ned going for blades, and Dante will, just from a passerby, rip another pint and throw another one
Okay.
in the man's
That's gonna
face.
be-
So both of the blades are pointed at me. I'm
Ooh.
using my help point.
Okay. For
what-
Dante? For Ned, sorry.
Yeah. I'm just giving him one more power. Basically.
Right, okay,
Doing
gotcha.
a roll.
Okay,
I
so
have a-
Ned, you get the +1 power.
Wait.
Elizabeth,
I
at
have a-
this point, wait, so I'll just do Elizabeth's one first. As
okay.
Elizabeth sort of points her
Holy
hand,
seven.
you try to lessen his effect, and he sort of quivers, and then there's a noise as one of the spikes spins off his fingers, comes towards you, but at the last second, as he pulled back from you, he misses by an inch. It only does 3 points of, you get a stabbed 3 as a silver blade stabs into your shoulder that is attached by a quivering silver line, hits you in the shoulder, and then pulls out of your arm and flies back to his hand. It would have been a 4, it is down to 3. You have
What is
status
the name
minus
of
1.
that status?
Huh? The name
What's
of
the
that
name
is
of-
stabbed.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Just
Um,
there's no other better way of saying it. You're stabbed.
Dude, I have so many questions. All right, first of all, his spikes are they like massive scythes or are
They
they like
look like
darts?
long blades that are attached to his hand right now, which is morphed into a different shape.
Yeah, and how close is he to us?
He's very close to you. He's within striking distance.
Okay, so what Ned is trying to do, first of all, is the dance with the white lady a positive story tag?
That is a positive story tag, yes.
Would it apply here?
Are you going to use it?
If I use it, how does it work? Does I
I'm not
burn
going to
it?
tell you until you use it.
Can I use one of the 2 that I got?
Nope.
Okay, I'm not going to use it
all
yet.
of it or none of it.
Okay, I don't use it yet. So what I want to do, what I'm attempting to do, is I do the whole thing I described, and I want to take it out the blazer, wrap it around my hand, just bonk, and try and snap the
You're gonna get-
spike.
You're going to get a go toe to toe with +1.
Okay,
From Dante.
okay, thank you. I have +1 because of the gold touch,
Mm.
and would shameless apply here? Because that was the beginning rant. I don't think it would apply.
No, I'm sorry. Mm-mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and can I use Todd because of the little thing that he whispered?
Oh fuck! You need to face. You do need to do a face danger. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You need to do a face danger for being enraged. I forgot. Todd is pretty much a partner. So yeah, you need to do a face danger for being
Oh, okay.
enraged,
Do I get a? All right, hold on. I'll reset.
because that will work against your go toe to toe if you fail that.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Ooh.
So you're gonna also take the maddened 1, which is gonna work against you. So Dante's help doesn't count anymore now because it's 1 plus 1 minus.
Dude,
7.
the gold touch, and can I use Todd on this or no?
I will allow Todd on this.
Okay. This is magic, dude. It works, I swear. And I'll do go toe to toe. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to snap one of the spikes in half.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, you get 1. You can either
Okay.
do something to him, or you can avoid damage. Not both.
All right. I want to do something to him. I want to break the spikes on his hand.
Right.
And snap.
You slam your golden fist into the spikes on his hand, and you watch as they shatter and immediately reform. As he slams his spiked arm into your shoulder, you take a 4 stabbed point as he grabs
no.
you and then goes and throws you
Would
across the
be-
bar, and you slam into the side of the bar with a crunch. He stands there going as the arm in his hand starts to form into a trident, which he plucks off his own arm and holds in his left hand and starts advancing on Dante.
Wouldn't be something like riddled with spikes or like because of the way the description
His hand is
works
just forming weapons after more and more and more as he goes.
about the
Take a separate status for getting slammed into the wall.
You don't. You just take the 4 stabbed as the blade just goes through your shoulder like butter, right to the hilt. Isadora, what are you doing at this point?
Can I use my clue and then choose what action I do?
You can
What
choose your
thing?
clue. What clue did you want to know more about?
Do the people in this place seem nice? The kind of people to help you in a pickle? People that are decent or nice, or would
Rally
help
the
a person
troops.
you met, which
Okay.
seems
This is a pretty easy clue. The people in this bar seem extremely nice, seem extremely welcoming and open. Not all of them are fighters, though. A lot of them seem like people who have gained these powers and just want to live with them. Some of them seem like fighters. The one who seemed most like a fighter is the guy now coming towards Dante with a harpoon type fucking trident. Some of them, though, they all seem nice and they all seem capable of it. But as you look around now, they all look really nervous and really confused and quite scared.
so. I walk like that 1.5 steps that every person making a dramatic statement does. And I speak. Isadora speaks in that manner, that in that way that isn't a loud voice, but everyone seems to hear it. It's like, I don't like when people pick on other people in a place I'm hanging out at. Do you?
Okay.
That's all he said. But it's all that you need when he smiles that little smile.
What action are you trying to do with this?
Trying to convince people to help. Okay?
Give me a convince check with. I mean, minus 2 for a fucking terrifying situation.
So, I am going to use a lot of tags, so be prepared. Stubborn mentality. Fearless.
Fearless, yes.
Those-
Stubborn mentality, not so much. Fearless, yes.
Okay, predicting actions.
Predicting his actions is not gonna convince people.
The people I'm talking to.
Yeah, but predicting their actions isn't gonna make them do the thing more. It's just
Okay,
gonna tell you what they might do.
How about knowing the game?
Yes, knowing the game, yes.
Okay, now, emotional science
Yes,
and manipulation.
yes.
How
Minus
many
2.
is?
So that was 4 minus 2 from the terrifying situation. So you have a +2.
Okay, just a sec. Trying to figure this thing out. Come on. Okay, it's kind of stuck. I'm not that good with things. I think that was it. And okay. It's supposed to work. I'm clicking. Okay.
Okay, well that was like 5 convinces. We'll go with the first one.
Shit.
Great success. Right.
Nice.
Okay, what status do you want these people to take? Or
Sorry. Oh, God, sorry. I think it kind of lagged for me.
yeah, that's all right. The people are gonna
Well,
take the status 4.
But
Wait, no, it shouldn't be
was a
4.
12.
It should be only 2. You shouldn't have 4. You should only have 2.
Did a also
Still
did a
was,
minor
No, because
Uh,
minus
well,
2 because of the
10.
terrifying situation. So they're gonna
Yeah,
take a.
thing that you know how it works. I can't understand it. Like in the character sheet, it lets you
Yeah, it's
have the
alright.
option.
You just put a minus.
Right.
It's alright. Right. So they're gonna take the point, the status 2, inspired. But as they are starting to gain a bit of a voice and starting to move, some of them surging towards the figure right now with the silver hand, surging towards them. You do see the only one who's making the current move is the troll-like figure who was earlier talking to you. He's surging to his feet and charging towards the silver hand man. At this point,
That's not bad.
at this point, all of you hear in your heads again this whispering voice that goes over and over again. She doesn't love you. She doesn't need you. She's moved on. She's found me, and I am glorious. And as you hear it in your voice, echoing over and over again, this needling thing. Jasmine, you see that Alex Piper is stepping back and looks rather concerned and confused. What is everyone doing as you watch as the silver hand man has turned to face the troll and is stabbing towards him whilst he is summoning 3 more spikes in his hand, pointing at you guys again?
Dante yells to Jasmine, "Be quicker, please."
Yeah. Speaking of which, Jasmine wants. I would like to lead Alex away out of the nearest door. But before I do so, I would like to change the game by sapping away some of that fear, some of that stress.
From
Good.
Alex?
Yeah.
Now it's not
that's
a
right.
time for snacks, Jasmine.
Look, it's gonna help
You
in
say
the
as
long
you snack.
run.
You can eat if you want. You can definitely eat if you want.
Yep. So I'm going to use the power attacks Stronger at Night, Wisp Form, and Feed on Stressful Thoughts. This is purely for the change the game rule.
Okay.
I'm gonna lead them away after. All right. So let's see. That's those 3. And change the game. That is a
Right.
6. Dang it.
Right.
Miss.
You start to invoke that, and as you do, Alex is sort of standing there, looking, panting, and he sees you floating before him as an orb, and you watch as his eyes turn from a piercing blue into black, and he looks at your orb and he goes, "Kill your friends." And with that, Jasmine, you back into human form, and you turn. And in your mind, you can see every person you ever loved, every person who ever you wanted to be in a relationship with, and they're all scorning you. They're all turning on you. They're all rejecting you. That terrible, horrible rejection. And as you turn, you can see each of them turning towards your friends. They love them more. How fucking dare they? And as you do, Jasmine, you are consumed by a hatred for the people that you know.
Oh my god.
So it's like base danger
That is a
minus.
consumed 4. And with that, Alex is going to turn and start running for the door. At the same time, the silver-handed man is going to stab the trident towards the troll, and he's going to get his spears ready. What are people doing?
Okay, one thing I want to do is like Ned is like fucking stuck in the wall. He just goes, that hurt, and he like peels out of the wall. I want to do a sneak around to try and where does it look like there would be like healer bandages, anything?
Oh, right, okay. You can see that Lucille Lemur is standing behind the bar right now, her face slack with shock and fear. She is clutching the beer in her own hand, and you can see that beside her are a number of plant-like things. Generally, in a pub, the first aid kit is beneath the bar.
Okay, I'd like to do a sneak around roll.
Give me a sneak around.
Would the stabbed 4 give me a -4?
Not to this sneak around. No, you're sneaking. There's so much chaos on it, so it's not gonna give you a -4 for this.
Okay, so yeah, and that's it. It's a flat roll. Sneak around. Well, Oh wait, no, I had the -4.
Oh, that shouldn't be -4. What? That should be. Give me your power.
Yeah.
It was an 8. It was an 8.
Is it
But
8?
it had the -4 on it, so I forgot to remove that. Sorry.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it should be 8.
I can roll again if you want
Okay, no,
without the
that's okay. As long as it's an 8, okay. You managed to do it, but you can see one of the plant things looks at you as you come across, and looks at you as you come crawling around.
Yeah. So blood is just pouring out of me
Oh,
like
yeah.
a fountain.
Oh, fuck
Lucia, I just look at Lucia as like, could I get that? Like, you have like a bandage or something? Band-aid, maybe?
Oh shit! Oh shit! It's
No.
happening again! And she's going to try and rapidly just start searching for things beneath the bar. As that is happening, the spikes are pointed at you guys. What are you doing?
All right.
So Piper is running, right?
Piper's running.
I have
okay.
an idea about that.
Oh, okay, because I
Although you go
also.
first. You go
I
first.
mean, maybe we can help each other because things can happen simultaneously.
Yeah.
I
Well-
also want to. We see the guy there. The guy is still making weapons, but we see clearly that Jasmine was going towards Piper, then all of a sudden stopped there, turned into human form, and Piper just bolted for it. So I want to go to Piper and just try to stop him before
You
he
chasing
gets
him?
out
Give
of
me
it.
go toe to toe, please, as he's running.
And I want to make it easier for me to chase him. I want to make it so that my movement is very fast, and I am kind of almost. It seems like I'm floating, almost like my movement is light. One could say light as a feather.
All right.
Right, with that, I'm gonna have to give a quick break, guys. I'm sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
It's a mobility thing.
Why would
I mean,
we?
I can try to like fake teleportation by moving myself across an imaginary board, but I don't think that'll work well enough.
It only
turn
works if
yourself
it's in a
into a-
diagonal line, or
Yeah.
Turn yourself into a fish
Wait,
of
no.
yourself.
What if you're what?
So
What if you're
Jasmine's
the
not the
smart one? You're
problem,
the
right?
robot.
We need to wrangle the other fucker.
Wait,
Yeah, the
Oh.
other one is a bit more dangerous than Jasmine, I think, but
Dude, you set yourself as a knight and just move like 3 spaces and 1 back.
yeah, exactly.
that's how you trick them. You
Dude,
escape.
Oh, and actually you get
Right.
infinite moves, because every time Jasmine moves, you get another move, because it's your turn.
Nice.
So before Elizabeth rolls, I'm going to use my hurt points on Elizabeth as I grab a glass, like a pint glass, off the nearest table and chuck it right at her face as she starts moving.
you're gonna use your hurt point.
by the way.
Okay,
Yes.
go for it.
By the way, have we
A
established
mix
that it was
of
Alex
broken night
singing?
though.
Sorry?
Have we established that it was Alex singing? Was it him singing?
You can
only
see
one
that
round.
he's singing, but no, you did not see exactly what was happening right before he sang, or you don't know the details of him going into song right before that happened. You heard him saying.
No, I mean the initial scene of the band gets to play a love song. Was it
Oh
him
yeah,
singing?
that was him saying that. Yeah,
Okay.
you know that was him saying that.
Is he the only one on the band panicking?
Oof. Ned, you cannot see that at the moment.
Okay.
Can Dante?
Huh?
Can Dante see that at the moment?
Oh, there's a metagamey thing here going.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Got
uh,
it. You're right. No,
yeah.
you're right.
It's getting close to metagamey. Yeah. Okay. Right. So Jasmine, you are gonna try and to do roll for that. What
No, Jasmine uses the hurt point. She
Okay,
chucks
you're
a
gonna use the hurt
glass
point, okay.
at.
So,
yeah,
can you
so-
give me, Elizabeth, give me a roll, go toe to toe, and you're taking a hurt point for this.
Yeah. This is gonna be interesting. So I have the hurt point.
Yes.
Wait, let me do that. But then I think also the stabbed thing doesn't help.
That's not gonna help. Your stabbed is definitely gonna work against you chasing after him.
Yeah, so that's that. But I have some, because I'm just deciding to do this. I do have some power attacks. I have
Okay.
so I have the one. Wait, I have the one that makes it really good for me to run. And I do think,
Oh, fuck. Shit, sorry.
no worries. I think the only other one that would help is the self-reliant one because I am
Working
just
entirely on your own?
yeah, because like, hey, you'll allow
Also, I'm gonna use my help point for Elizabeth.
How are you gonna help?
As, how am I gonna help? Dante will see that Elizabeth is moving towards Alex, and he's gonna, seeing that now the silver-handed man is occupied with the big troll-looking person, and is no longer aimed at Dante. He doesn't need to stand between anything. He quickly looks over at the small Indian woman to verify she's all right, runs towards James and grabs him, and you'll see how I'll help with the next roll.
Okay, right. So you can see that first of all, the small Indian woman is shying away, pushing back on the ground. She looks utterly terrified, completely confused, has no idea what is going on. You turn, you see that James is standing stock still, and you watch that his hair is sort of very strangely starting to elevate up in his head, and he is reaching into his jacket and is grabbing something, almost Goku style. His hair is going upwards, and you can watch he is getting slowly larger as his hand is reaching into his jacket.
What's getting
it's like
larger?
the help point.
Who's getting larger?
Not in
No, I didn't hear it. I misheard you.
James Candle.
Oh, okay.
He himself, the whole person is getting
He
larger.
himself
Okay.
and I, yes.
Just his head.
Okay, so that cancels out the hurt. The fucking thing she's chugging at me.
I mean, I have a hurt when I could use. I mean, I don't know how I do it,
We're
but
not
just you're
gonna
not.
use it. We're not gonna use it all in this one rule, you guys.
Yeah. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
give me a go toe to toe, please, Elizabeth.
Yes, I will. No, that's not right. Okay. Okay,
shit.
that's not
Oof.
even right because it says power 1, but oh no, wait, no,
What was the number?
no, I think it's right. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
right.
look.
Okay, at 12,
What's the
a
number, though?
great success. 12, a great success with
Okay,
one
you
power.
get to choose two things.
So obviously, managed to achieve my goal being just tackle
Okay.
Piper. And you get them good. Blah, blah, blah. You block dodge. I guess I also get them. So
Okay. You're not going to block
Yeah.
or dodge his counter attempt? Okay.
Oh wait, but does he do anything? Because right now
Oh,
he's
yeah.
running,
Yeah.
and so I tackle him. So
But his counter, he still gets a counter.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. I'll use it. I don't need to damage him, so I'll just tackle him, and then
Okay.
I'll counter
You
your best attempt.
run through the air, your feet almost becoming lighter than a feather as you through the different of the different basically tables, darting between the different patrons as you dive headfirst towards him. You tackle him out of the air as he's reaching the door. Your shoulder slamming into his chest. You take him off his feet, and he's surprisingly skinny. You hit the ground with him and roll, and as he rolls underneath you, his face has shifted. And it is now the face of Allison, and he goes, "Let me go, please." And you go, "Fuck you!" You instantly you see through it, and you have him tackled to the ground. That is the end of your round. Dante, what are you doing? Dante and Ned, you're searching for stuff. Dante and Isadora, what are you doing?
Question: do I know the troll's name?
You do know his name's Marcus.
No. Wait. I don't remember the name of the one from Terry, but if it's the same one, I'm gonna be angry. But I was thinking of something. I'm a bit confused. Is Jasmine still crazy?
Jasmine, at the moment, you don't know. All you know is Jasmine is floating, is to return to human form, and is standing, and she's just thrown something at Elizabeth. That's all you know. You don't know anything more than that.
I just look into the eyes of that creature that is Jasmine, Um, that um, basically, I, I sort of tell her to calm down with my brain using a roll.
Who's
I'm
gonna be a
giving her.
go toe to toe, and this is gonna be.
Okay,
Jasmine's
and by
already.
the way, eyes are still somewhat glowing with those
Okay.
stripes of blue. Okay, so
This is
I myself am going to use, well, I believe giving rolls. Okay.
giving rolls. That
Does my
No, because
your
it is
status will
using.
work against him.
yes, my consumed 4 status.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
consumed 4 status. That's gonna work against you.
Okay, so giving rolls because this is using my. And so it's like, oh wait,
Giving rolls, yes.
actions and pawns maybe.
I'll allow it. Yes. Yeah, you're in a line here though. So it's a 2, yes.
And that's it. It's
Okay.
own.
So it's
Wait.
gonna be a -2 check. So give me a go toe to toe with -2.
Okay, just a second. Check everything is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, something. So I think something still triggered somewhere. Trying to find. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Just a sec. And go toe to toe.
-2.
Right, then -4, right?
Well, no, because you managed to get 2, so minus. Oh, that's power 0. It should be -2, so it should be 9, 8, 7.
No,
Which is
that's
just
supposed
to
to be
fail.
with I think.
Well, 7 is just a 6.
Yeah,
No,
it's just
no,
success, I think,
because
right?
I think because I do have the -2, but I also
No, you have -4.
cancelled.
You have
No,
minus
yeah.
five. It's a
-4.
Oh
-4.
shit!
It's
Right.
a -4, so it's
Then
-2.
sorry.
So you get
Okay.
one. You get one of those.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Mhm. Just a second. I inflict them with a sphere of calm. Okay, so calm 1.
Calm 1. Okay, so you're gonna get it. You're gonna get him good with the calm 1. But he is then gonna also get a counter on you.
Me or
Jasmine,
Alex?
yes, Jasmine, you're gonna get a counter.
All right. Yeah.
You see,
well,
you watch as so Isadora extends her hand, his hand towards you, focusing, trying to calm you. And as he tries to calm you, you look at him with complete disdain, and you can see in your mind him kissing every person you have ever had a crush on, and you were like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
But without the hand, doesn't use the hand.
Okay, doesn't use
I'm
the hand.
going-
Sorry.
All right. Well, Jasmine is going to walk straight towards
Right.
you, grab the nearest,
still on it.
grab the nearest
I'm still on
chair
it
she
at the
can
moment.
find, and as her hands start glowing with the invigorated energy that she stole off of Elizabeth earlier, she's going to just smack you straight in the face.
It's all going well at the moment.
Go
It's
toe
just
to toe.
I've got yeah. I'm only.
I am
Minutes left,
happy
I
that
think.
everyone in this
We'll see.
bar except Jasmine seems to like me.
I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Fair, yeah. All right, so
Can
I'm
I
going-
use those
I'll
people?
clear it all up. I think.
Man of the people.
Oh right, perfect. Okay, good.
Do they do something?
So,
Will my soldiers die for me?
Give your hearts, my soldiers.
That's a good one, yeah.
you are shouting out to everyone, and they don't. They at this point, everyone is complete. The only
Don't
people who
think I-
don't seem frozen is the troll and James at this point. What
Don't
status are you
think I
inflicting
would be
on?
shouting.
Do we know the name of the silver hen guy, by the way?
I
Do
I
not
he's
know. You
very-
never asked him his name, and that this serves you right. You should ask people their names. Jasmine, what
my
status are you going to inflict on? What damage you're going to inflict on Isadora?
Well, I'm going to smack him in the face with the chair, so it's definitely gonna be something along the line of bludgeons.
Right.
So
Right, you
Yeah,
watch as Jasmine grabs the chair, and as you're focusing on him, Isadora, trying to get him to calm down. This chair goes crunch and breaks over your face. You're gonna take a bludgeon 2 as it shatters.
I don't need to roll.
No, it's because
Alright.
it just shatters
right,
over your
yes.
face. Meanwhile, the Silverhound man is still stabbed. So Elizabeth, you've jumped. Dante is the only person.
Sorry, fellas. There's a siren. Gotta go. BRB.
Oh
Shit, be
shit.
safe, man.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. Dante, are you doing anything as the spikes
We can
pointing?
take a break.
Yeah, I think we
I
should
don't
take a
mind
break.
taking a
Let's
break.
take a break.
Yeah.
All right.
What is that? Like, what kind of siren?
It's Israel, so he's probably getting bombed, right?
Ooh,
So it's
oh,
like a
shit.
shelter.
Yeah, we're gonna send the best love to him. Hope he's okay.
All right. I'm down to get back into it. Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, it's alright. It's alright. It's okay. Just hoping you guys stay safe. That's all.
Yeah.
Right. So jumping back into it, you watch as the figure is now in sort of stabbing towards the troll with the trident, whilst his hand is once again readying spikes to fire now towards Elizabeth and Dante. So not towards Elizabeth. Elizabeth is tackling. It is all towards Dante at this point.
Ooh.
Right.
Jasmine's coming towards Dante or what?
Jasmine has just smashed a chair into Isadora's face and is
Oh.
standing in the open now.
Hands glowing.
Hands glowing.
All right. Dante will grab James very quickly on his way, and he says, "The singer, mate. If he moves, if he does anything, knock him out. Blunt side or something. All right."
Okay. You run towards and grab James, and as you do, you can see now that it seems like one eye has grown bigger than the other, and he's like... And as he's pulling out the dart, it is growing into a full-size spear in his hands. You are struggling to get some sense into him, but he looks at you and he goes, Who do you want hit?
Okay. Damn.
Oh.
And first, Dante will say, "Can you turn it over to the blunt side?"
I can hit anyone with any side.
All right. Blunt side. If he moves again, the singer. I'm gonna go talk to him.
He flicks the spear and it spins in the air, like with a sound like as it lands in his hand, and he catches it blunt end forwards and just stands still, stock still, holding the spear pointed towards the singer.
Right. I'll run towards Piper as Elizabeth is holding him down.
Okay, you're gonna run towards Piper and ignore the silver-handed man.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to fire.
He's not the epicenter of it.
He's going to fire both his spikes at you. I need you to face danger, please.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
I think same tags, right?
Yep, same tags.
Okay. All right.
Whew.
13.
Oh, wow.
How do you want to
Can I say
avoid?
what
How
this
do you want to
looks
avoid
like?
these spikes?
How I want to avoid... Dante pays zero attention to the spike. When they fly out, he doesn't even look at them. He's focused directly on Alex Piper. He needs to knock some sense into Piper. And the spikes themselves, they never touch him.
So
They get to where he is and hit some innocuous objects on the way. A plank.
As
a
you are
chair.
striding forwards, one of the people sees the spikes coming forwards and scrambles over, and as he does, he trips and hits the table with his shoulder. The table pitches up. So luckily, it's amazingly convenient. As the table tips upwards in the air, and one of the spikes goes, stabs into it, tipping the table to the side. A glass goes spinning to the air, and as that glass goes spinning into the air, the second knife hits in the air and shatters as the blade goes spinning away from that, and neither of them hit you. It's incredibly lucky. The statistics on that are quite amazing, mate. As you keep walking, the daggers both missing you completely.
Yeah. Dante gets to Piper, kneels down to him, first asks Elizabeth, "You all right?"
Like, she has a giant fucking like wound under her shoulder as well, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Do I look like I'm all right?"
More or less.
At that moment, as you
Grab-
guys turn, just as Ned is pulling, you're pulling up. You watch as Lucy is chucking you what looks like a med kit, literally like a basic
Med
fucking
kit.
bandage. It's a med kit type thing, as in like a bandage kit. It's like a fucking first aid kit that she tosses to you, hits you, and it collapses open, full of bandages and stuff like that. As that's happening, you turn and you see the troll is charging straight onto the trident, which goes through his chest and out his back. The troll pulls back and slams his knuckles into the Silver Hand's man face, and he pitches back. Then he pulls up, and his silver hand extends, full of claws, and goes through the troll's head. The troll stands there for a moment, quivering on the as the blades enter his head, and then collapses down onto the ground, blood pooling about him, as the silver-handed man pulls the trident out of his body, spins it, and is going to go throw it at you guys. All over the other side.
Was that my whole turn? Getting the meds?
What are you going to do with the meds? That's your turn. The meds have been thrown to you, but you have your turn to do something now.
Oh, okay. Does Lucille know how to apply them or no?
She is in complete panic state right now, and you can see that she is holding her hands and is concentrating as the plant people are starting to coalesce and starting to run towards the silver-handed man. But she has stopped giving attention to you.
Okay. Okay. Y'all might hate me, but there's something I want to try and do. It's gonna take a few turns. So basically, Ned whispers just down to as Lucille's panicking. He says, "Seriously, I'm so sorry. I'll pay for all the damages. I'm gonna do something to save everyone here. Just don't kick me out, okay? Like, serious. Also, when I give you the mark, the signal, you know what the signal is. Restrain him at the feet. I got a plan."
You're talking to Lucia at this.
Yeah, I'm like whispering, still crouched under the bar.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You'll see. Just please, I want to make a change to the game. Either change the game or convince to something to make a tag or status or something. I'm not applying.
Change the game.
Yeah.
Change the game. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to change? What are you trying to change?
I just want to. Okay. Okay. What my plan is from a mechanical standpoint, I want to make either a story tag or give her a status that is positive towards me. But I want to just.
That's convinced.
Okay, I want to have a thing where once I do the thing, and she'll know what the thing is when I do it, to restrain him at the feet. That's it. Just I want her to time it with me. Okay.
Okay, give me convince.
Yeah. Okay. Convinced, and it's a very much like a please just trust me, dude. Man, I don't have shit. Keeping up appearances, would that work?
No,
Or,
appearances
okay,
are
that's the
long gone at this
opposite.
point. Yeah, appearances are long gone at this point.
No, man, I got nothing.
Okay.
Convinced,
Give
flat
me a
roll.
Flat roll.
All right.
What?
Wait, okay, wait. Sorry
the
to
fuck?
bring this up. Okay, never mind.
What the fuck are you talking about? And as you say this, she turns to look at you, and her attention wanes on some of the plant people, and they start to sort of draw salt and look back and go, looking back at her as in confusion, I'm not sure what to do, and they are slightly halted in their assault of the silver-handed man. As the troll lies there bleeding, blood pouring onto the ground, the silver-handed man staring at the blood in his hand, he looks to the Indian girl and goes, "You cheat on me for him? For him?" And he turns back to the Indian woman and starts advancing on her, his hand now twisting into a curling blade that is spinning in the air like a blade as he steps towards her.
All right. Dante grabs Alex Piper by the lapels, pulls him up, turns his head towards his bandmate, and just says, "Stop this. Look what you're doing. Your friends are hurting. Stop it."
Give me a convince check, please.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what tags I could use.
Try argue some to me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. You know what? Dante won't just appeal to his moral sense. Instead, he will pretend to be someone else he'll say, I know what you're going through. I've had a few mates who've been through this. I've seen what it's like. You're hungry, right? Have a bit of pang. Nothing satisfies your hunger. He relies on his own experience of a contact high and a thing that happened. And it says, I may have done a few bad things being affected by this, but I know that I can stop. I know that you can stop. And your mate is lying over there, bleeding his guts and his brains out. I know that little girl's gonna get it. Why don't you stop? Tell us what's wrong. I'm gonna use passing for a wrong-un.
Yes.
I'm gonna use recurring patterns because he's...
Yes,
No,
because it's happened
that's not
before. I'll allow that. Yeah.
All right.
That's it, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a
Analysis
shot.
is going to be the same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
11.
Oh, sweet.
You grab him and try to break through his haze. And as he does, his face snaps to look at you at an unnatural angle, his eyes filling with that blackness. And he goes, just a taste. You
Did you see that?
cannot stop shit. And that's going to be the end of his thing, as the silver-handed man is going to take another step towards the Indian girl.
As this is happening, Jasmine is going to pick up one of the pieces of the chair legs, of the chair that she just broke over Isadora's head. She's going to snap it in two and going straight for the jugular with it.
With Isadora.
Trying to stab Isadora.
Okay, you snap it and go for Isadora. I need a roll for go toe-to-toe with...
Right.
Wait,
So,
but I didn't convince him of anything?
You did not manage to convince him of everything because he has...
Okay.
Yeah.
But can I give him a status now, though?
You can give him a status, yeah.
The status is going to be Dante raises him by the lapels even further and says, James, now.
Okay.
Since he said he can't stop shit.
As you...
Let's knock him out.
Oh, right. The second you raise him up above your head, you notice too late that there's literally like a millimeter between your head and his head. It doesn't matter. The bolt of the spear just goes smacks into the side of his head with the sound of a ringing drum that echoes outwards. And you turn and you see James is standing there as the spear thwunks into his head, and the spear flies through the air and back into his hand, and it's already a dart again. You watch as Alex Piper's head lolls, collapses down to a drawl, and a dribble of blood trails out of his mouth as the figure of the silver-handed man draws short, just sort of the woman he loves. His nails extend in for a second. He goes, what the fuck is going on? And he stands there for a moment, stood in complete shock, as silence settles out between the bar. There's a couple of weeping, some gasps and some breathing, as everyone stares at the man in the center of the room, his arm bloody. He goes, what the fuck is happening? Turns on the spot, and he goes, what the fuck did I just do? And that's where we're going to end things tonight.
holy shit.
Oh,
God, terrific. Amazing, mate.
I got disconnected a lot, so I missed some of that. But that was fucking great session.
Damn.
Good.
Also
Jack.
right on time, otherwise Jasmine would have totally gone forward.
Yes, I do not.
Yeah,
I
Jasmine,
very
your
much-
your arm halts with the thing like inches from Isadora's neck.
Yeah.
It seems to like his jugular, so that's that. That's good.
All right. Holy fuck.
But I want to continue so bad. Bye.
Well, how about we continue by geeking out during the credits?
Can I
Seek out
say
during the
something?
credits.
After that happens, Dante will fish in his... First, thanks, James. Fish in his pockets. Fish out a couple of painkillers. Hand them over to Elizabeth before he hands over to James.
Yeah, I was like, that's the thing, right? When we begin next session, I want to say that the first thing I'll do is probably rush to James.
All
Poor
right.
boy. Poor boy. But that's for next
Yeah.
session.
Dude, should I explain what I was trying to do, or is it gonna be relevant next session?
Nah.
We'll jump in
we'll
straight
see.
into it next session. We can give the geeking out though. Right. So do you want to start answering those questions?
Right, so I'm thinking of I'm probably going to put a little hurt point on I'm going to put a help point on Isadora. Unless DM, you would say that Jasmine won't realize
Oh no.
what happened.
You after it's over, you have no idea what you did.
Okay,
But you wake
right.
up, you come to holding a jagged piece of wood at Isadora's neck.
All right, in that case, it's going to be a hurt point because Jasmine probably, in her mind, probably wouldn't have done that for nothing. She's not just going to stab a kid right then and there, but she is still.
And if we're
definitely
honest,
wondering.
I suppose there are some ways that Isadora could mandate that reaction.
Possibly, though. She's a stubborn woman. So yep, that's a
I just
point.
my green blanket orange. This is
It's purple. Everything is purple. Everything's magenta
Everything's
and purple.
magenta and purple. Love it.
I didn't all those lights.
As for
They're just-
oh wait, how's the crew grown?
How has the crew grown indeed?
How has the crew grown?
Has the
Well,
crew
given
grown?
that one of us tried to kill,
I
I
thought there was
think-
more teamwork there, definitely.
I think we
That's
actually
true.
take attention this time because we all
yeah.
turned up and we all stopped the horrible thing from
I
happening.
think it
However
was definitely.
messily.
There's been more infighting here than ever before, dude.
Sure, but
Literally
Not
trying to
really.
the
It wasn't
infighting.
infighting caused by people's personalities. It was infighting
Yeah.
caused by an individual causing that infighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
the
It-
actual
it's
personalities
only
of the
that.
team were working in tandem whilst they were
Absolutely,
together. So
Right.
I would say, definitely allow attention for that.
definitely attention,
And we
which
had a
means we've
few-
got.
We
Okay.
had a few nice scenes where people
Yeah.
passed beer bottles and glasses to each other to chuck, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
True. All right,
Yeah.
so we take attention, and that means we have to think on an improvement.
That is
Which
absolutely
is true. You
right.
guys need to think of an improvement.
I have two improvements to think on. That's great.
I'm going to take out the crew theme book real quick. As for the improvements,
Wait, do we each get separate one, or do we pick up the collective improvement?
a collective
So
for
there's
the
the
crew.
theme,
And
there's
where
the
are they
crew
listed?
improvement, and then you only get an improvement for yourself if your one of your themes has leveled up.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I don't have a lot more time tonight, so how about we discuss the crew theme improvement
Yeah.
throughout the week or something?
Yeah.
Just handle it like that. Does that sound like
Sure.
something?
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Okay. And then let's see which of your themes is under the most strain. See, I'll think on that one.
Oh wait.
I don't think any of the geek out during credits stuff applies to me this session, dude. I didn't do shit.
I'm gonna take. I don't know who to take a help point with, Elizabeth or Ned, because they sprung to fight the silver-handed man.
Elizabeth, because I
And they've
fucking
been
died.
both hurt in equal measure, so I don't know what. They've both been stabbed. They're both hurt. Dante's like doling out painkillers like it's candy. I don't know.
Bro, Ned has
Since
nowhere
I
to be
took
found.
with Elizabeth
Have a
last time,
painkiller,
I'll
you'll
take
feel
it
better.
with Ned this
Mm.
time.
What do you mean, dude? I'm nowhere to be found. I'm under the bar hiding.
You're in the wall.
Eventually, you will be found, and you'll have a painkiller thrown at your face.